Hi everyone, and welcome back to my Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 Master the Path of the Master Ninja trophy guide. That's our goal here. You may notice some gameplay lag. That's because I was trying to render files while recording footage, and normally I don't get lag, except when I'm playing games that run at 60 frames a second like this game does. It's a huge game, so just kind of bear with it. I'm rendering as I speak, so I'm going to be getting lag as I watch this video and record the audio in post-production here. So how does this fare? This is the third, well, it's not the third sequential female chapter, but like it's one of the 3 female chapters in this campaign of 18 chapters, I believe. So how does it rate? I would say that it's definitely the most aggravating one. Rachel sucks, to just put it in the most basic way possible. I mean, look, she just did a UT to went in the opposite direction. That's going to happen to you so often in dire situations here. This Van Gelf didn't know what to do. He's sitting in the air. So it's really important to get a lot of money in this stage, right? Now in the Mominji section we had a character who was kind of slow, but she was strong, and that's kind of how Rachel is. But the only thing about her is that not only is she slow, but all the enemies, the majority of the enemies that you fight on this level are the lesser fiends, and they are, in my opinion, the fastest enemy in this game. Even when they're delimbed, they still, because normally when an enemy's delimbed, he goes slower, but these guys go just as fast as they ordinarily do. So, like I said when I was playing story mode on Master Ninja for my guide, we are the absolute slowest character, and we have to consistently face the fastest characters in the game. Plus, these guys are the lackeys for the Marvis boss fight, and it just makes that boss fight so arduous and just such a pain in the ass. I like Rachel. She's cool, but you know, she sucks. She really fucking sucks. She's just top heavy, you know, with those tits. She just. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's that way, you know. Maybe they made it that way. But it's the Warhammer too. The Warhammer's slow as shit, but it's really powerful. So here's a tripwire point up here. I got it. I got the tripwire point. So you can really unspawn enemies in this chapter. Particularly, I can't even speak. Particularly the lesser fiends that are near the save point. If you spawn those guys and then run back to this area, a lot of them, to the point where almost all of them will just disappear. But I can't be doing that. I can't be unspawning enemies here because I need all the points I can get. So if you kind of just stand your ground right here, and then just don't tell the game that you're charging by... the way you do that is you just charge once you see them running at you, then they won't try to throw their projectiles at you. The best way that I know how to deal with these guys, just get off blue charges, because that's all you're probably ever going to get off the first charge. Now you might be seeing me just run around here and hide behind these columns. I'm trying to use the columns to make the enemies get trapped so they're slowed down a little bit, but it doesn't really work as good as I want it to work all the time. But it's just these guys, the entire level practically. I mean, there's some Van Gelfs thrown in and some dragons. In fact, that's all there is. It's just the Van Gelfs, those purple monsters, the dragons, and these guys. That's all there is in this entire level. Those are all, those are all pretty fast and strong foes to deal with here. So the monetary range that you want to get to about is probably, you want to try to get over at least 65 to 8,000 points so far in your before you first get to the save point. That's a pretty good goal right there. So this part's pretty good. You want to just stay down here and have the enemies come to you and just charge. Sometimes a red UT won't even kill these guys. It's just crazy. The red UTs will kill the large Van Gelf creatures, but they won't kill these guys. And sometimes your charge will go wild because the game just doesn't know where the enemies are. It's not doing this job good enough. Sometimes if you delay doing your charge, you'll do the charge, and then the ground blast will go off, and these guys will like jump over it and hit you. And even if you're at full health, these guys do a combo that almost takes all your life away. And if you have already damage incurred, you're probably going to be dead. And it's one of those animations you can't get out of. It's that little claw attack that they do where it immobilizes you until the combo is all finished. And it's killer on this difficulty mode. So down in this floor there is a chest right over to the left, and then there is also another chest by the save point to the right. So I think I may have gotten it off camera. Let's see what I was doing there. I was just checking how many essence points I had right here. Yeah, there is a chest to the right, so grab that. Even though, I did grab it, but it was off camera. So now this, I would imagine, I'm gonna say right now, this is the hardest part. So get into this first-person mode here, and the first wave of enemies is 2 Van Gelfs. So you can see how her red UT finished those guys off. You need to kill these guys quick because the other guys are going to spawn. So get into the corner here. Sometimes her crotch or her legs are going to get in the way, or her ass, and it's nice to look at, but don't get distracted by it. It's really easy to. So this is where it gets really hard. This wave here. You can hop around and try to charge, or you can just butcher these guys with the Warhammer and chain essence attacks. That's probably your best bet. After this wave, there is going to be another pair of the Van Gelfs. So take these guys out quick. Go to the one in the corner. Yeah, they see. I killed those. I loitered a little bit too long, and you see. The hit damage, the enemy's damage, like those lesser fiends, they have a lot more HP than the Van Gelfs do. It just doesn't make any sense. So here, get into this first person mode again, and then this is the largest wave of the lesser fiends. We've got some orange ones and some gold ones here. Plus we have some shooters on the left, on some of the sides of this platform here. Don't cast more than like one Nimpo. I didn't even want to cast any Nimpo. The Nimpo is not really good unless you're really close to the enemies. But it's at least something to have on the boss fight. So, try not to. Normally I have to really exploit the Nimpo here, but another thing to note is that you probably shouldn't be focusing on the shooters. You can shoot them when the platform's going up and in preparation of this battle, but I like to target the enemies. Plus, I fell behind a little bit too. The enemies kind of ganged up on me, but see, there's just a lot of these lesser fiends here, and just kind of treat the guys that are throwing projectiles as distractions for the most part, because their projectiles are not going to damage you nearly as much as combo hits from these lesser fiends that are in the pit with you, like this guy here. So this is more of survival than trying to rack up essence for me in this particular area. The really nice thing about this situation is that you get a save point, which is always nice, especially in this. It's a long sequence. It's hard too. So here's the second guy standing out there. You got to take this guy out so the gate will lower, so you can go over to the save point. I was just scanning the perimeter to see if there's any more of those guys, and we're gonna have some more Van Gelfs dropping on us. There's 2 Van Gelfs now. To make the crane lift, you just go in the middle of the platform. Yeah, you see how her crotch just got right in my way right there. Okay, so going to first-person mode, the Vangelfs come. This is a really short sequence, but it ends with some dragon fights here. So these guys will come. There they are. See if we can get them in one shot. There, we got those guys in one shot. Now, the next little bit is kind of scripted, but you can get damage during it. The next section, it lasts for like a couple of seconds, and then it goes into a cutscene, but I got damaged here, unfortunately. After the cutscene, though, I think there's 3 gold dragons that you have to deal with. So there's the cutscene. Here's the next part. No checkpoint. So if you want to try to hide behind the columns, that's a good bet. If you're getting hit by fireballs, just get the hell out of the way. Go to another part of the building. In reality, all it does is it takes a couple, like 2 hits to delim these guys with the score button, and then you execute them with the triangle button. So it's not all that bad. It's just that, you don't want to do this part over again. There's no checkpoint. But this part really used to kill me because I was depending on charges. But now, it's just prioritize these executions and then get over to the save point. And then, there's a few more enemies after this, but then the boss fight. Boss fight sucks. I just hate bosses that have to have lackeys. It's just so cheap. And, when we're this character here, she's so fucking slow. We have to deal with the fastest foes available, that they could have picked. It's just a bad combination. So there's a save point right there. And now I'm going to just try to get as much extra essence as I possibly can here by kind of luring these guys down the stairs, so I could prepare a doubled up charge for them as they come down the stairs. See, this guy, I think one of them got caught up there. Sometimes your location on the map makes enemies get stuck, so then you got to move around to get them unstuck. So I think they're going to come down now. Yeah, there he is. Red UT charge did kill him that time. I think there's only about 4 of these guys, but I'm treating these guys as prime opportunities to get a lot of money here. And the best way to get money, obviously, is to do the level 2 red charge. So for the boss fight, you want to have as many healing items as possible. That goes without saying, although I just said it, didn't I? And I had 5 Nimpo usages, so the Nimpo really doesn't help you. But if you don't have any, you feel kind of inadequately equipped to deal with the situation, and it does help if you're close to the enemies. So it's better to have it than not have it. I got into one situation on my Master Ninja run where I went there, and I don't think I even had like 1, and I just had a real hard time. So it does help out. If it doesn't kill the lesser fiends, his lackeys, at least it can, possibly delim them. It could give you some immunity time if Marvis is flying at you or something, if things are going crazy. Better to have that. But do try to have a good combination of items here. So that looks like the last guy. I'm going to go down and save it. I purchased my items off camera. And now we're going to be tackling Marvis. He's upstairs. This is just another one of these bland levels. It looks like levels 3 and 4. And I didn't care for those levels. I don't know, they just didn't appeal to me. But anyway, Marvis has got lackeys 3 times. The first time he has them right away with him as the battle starts. So here they are. There's 3 count of these sons of bitches here, these gold lesser fiends. If you've got to use your magic here, don't worry about it. The move he did right there is called the Whirlwind Twirl, and that's the move that we're going to be looking for every time to take this guy down. It's just, you've got to keep, one eye on him the whole time, and then you've got to, try to kill these guys. Magic definitely helps. So I did use it once, but I don't like to use it more than 1 time originally. As his health dwindles down, he'll summon more of the lackeys. So when he goes in for his twirl, he did the juke out right there where he pretends that he's going to hit you. And the reason I cast an impo there is because he would have grabbed me. When he's about to do the twirl, press the R1 button. to center him, so he's 12 o'clock and you're 6 o'clock, and then if this were a clock, and then dodge at about the what would be the 5 and 7 angles, or the 2 and what is it? The 2 and 10 angles, those angles. But make sure you always, when you see him about to twirl, press the R1 button immediately so you can line yourself up with them, and then do your evasion accordingly. You get rewarded for evading him. He gives you some free shots. If he hits you, it'll deal massive damage to you, and obviously you don't get any reward by hitting him. So he also, don't ever get greedy with your shot. When he gives you those free shots, take about 3 or 4 shots and then get the hell away. You're just going to get beat up in this battle. It's not a battle that's fun. This battle sucks. One time it took me forever to do this. I did this reasonably well this time. And he even steals your essence sometimes. He'll take the essence orbs hovering and just take them for himself. That son of a bitch. There's a twirl. I line up the camera. He did the juke out. Now, if he jukes you out, just evade, and then evade again. That's all you have to do. And then if he's close enough to you, I think you have to do about 2 twirls to go over to him. See, right now, evade, twirl once, twirl twice, hit him a few times, no more than 4 times, and then because if you get grabbed, you're gone. You're gonna die. So this is the last round of lackeys. Fortunately, I had a couple Nimpo to spare. Did an OT on that guy. I'm gonna use some healing items. See how important healing items are here. Plus this magic. If it was just Marvis, this would be a cakewalk. But they're going back to their old roots with Sigma 1, where every boss had to have lackeys. Every boss, the boss had to have helpers. So there we did. Chapter 8 completed. We got a lot of kills. We got some essence. No Nimpo left. We got a decent playtime. We got 685,000 karma points for a Master Ninja rank.